Hi everybody, so I just wanted to make a video about getting to know our books. So yes, I do have two annoying dogs, so I'll just say now before I even start the video, if they start barking in the background, I do apologise. But I'm not going to keep restarting the video because I'll be here all day because they bark a lot. So yes, any interruptions, I do apologise. But yes, basically getting to know our books. So we do over 3,000 books altogether. So it's a lot of books to get to know, from baby all the way up to young adult. They also bring out new books every month, so it's always growing. And some books go. They say the books only ever put themselves out of print, so if the books aren't selling well, they will discontinue the books. But basically, it is growing and it's growing every year. So we have a massive catalogue of books to work with, which is brilliant. So basically you will never ever probably have a really good knowledge of every single book in the catalogue because there's so many and there's always new ones coming out. So I think if you accept that, that's absolutely fine. That's why groups like Bookworms, hopefully we're in our community group now, Bookworms, are really, really useful. As if a customer asks a question about a certain book and you're not sure, you can just ask in Bookworms and somebody in there will definitely know the answer. You can also search at the top for certain books, which is really useful. So if somebody says, I'm quite interested in magic painting Easter eggs, but can I see the inside? And you don't have the book yourself, usually there'll be pictures in Bookworms. If not, you can ask in there if anybody does have any pictures, because it's quite difficult to kind of know what a book's going to be like if you can just look at the front cover. But if you can show pictures of the inside, then that really, really helps. So Bookworms is very useful for that. So feel free to ask in there at any point. There's also a group called the Collages group. Some of you may be in that already. If not, I'll put the link in comments to this video. And that's another useful one. That's kind of company-wide one. It's not just our division. And people share, again, the inside pictures of books, collages, and they make it look all pretty. And you can use anything that's shared in there. So that's another really, really useful one. So yes, I'll put the link in comments. If I forget, give me a nudge. But yes, I'll put the link in comments to this video. So what else am I going to tell you? Ask advice in there too if a customer asks, yes. So say in Bookworms, if a customer says to you, what's the best book about tractors for a 4-year-old? And you think, well, I can see a few books in here that probably around 4-year-old about tractors, but I'm not sure which is the best one or which one to recommend. Just asking Bookworms and somebody will know the answer. Somebody might say, what's the best book for a reluctant reader? My son, it's usually boys, is not reading at the minute. What's the best books for them? So again, if you don't know, you don't know. So asking Bookworms and somebody will know the answer. And it's usually, I find graphic novels are very good for reluctant readers. I know my son, he's not a big reader. He used to be, but he's not now, but he's 15. But he likes the graphic novels. He likes the style of it. So yes, so if you don't know, just ask in Bookworms. You get your catalogue, and this really, really helps. This comes in your starter kit. Obviously, you may have seen this if you've got your kit already. If not, it's a huge book. It's got everything in there. It's really useful. Just have these dotted about your house, maybe by the kettle, so when you're making a coffee, you can just pick it up and have a look through. When you've got 5 minutes, if your little one's having a nap or something, just sit again, cup of coffee, you have to have the coffee, and look through and just really get to know our books in there. It's really, really useful. So if a customer then says, do you do a book about kindness? You can say, oh, actually, yes, I remember seeing that one. It's there in the catalogue. And it just helps you. I think these are a lot better than looking at the books on the website, and I hope they always do paper catalogues. You've also got your starter kit, really useful. Obviously, it's only a small selection of all the books, but they do try and put in some of the big ranges in there. So like, for example, magic painting. I've got a couple to show you. I haven't got the one that you've got in your starter kit. That's Magic Paint Yourself Calm. But that I would say is an older, even up to adults, magic painting book. So if they say, oh, I really like the look of that for my 3-year-old, this magic painting book, it'd be okay for a 3-year-old. They can just sit and go like that, can't they? But they would be better with something maybe like this. There's a couple of Easter ones. They're the slightly older ones, but then we also do the first magic painting, where they're just little pictures to colour in and they're more child friendly. So again, you might be best to recommend something like that. So again, that's called cross-selling, just in case you didn't know. So if somebody says, oh, like, look at that, you can say, oh, well, we do this and this and this in the range, and they might end up buying more, or finding one that's more suited for their child. And we can also upsell. So if, for example, somebody says, I want a couple of books from the reading programme, I've just realised I got to my 5 minutes already. Sorry everybody. So yes, if somebody says I want a couple of books from the reading programme, you can say brilliant, or we do box sets. This is just one of the box sets we do. My Animal Stories Reading Library. It's £22, you can get all these. So it feels a bit cheeky upselling, but it's not really, because they'd be much better off buying this and getting all these books than they would just getting a couple. And they'd save a lot of money as well by doing that. What else did I want to tell you? I've now gone over my time. I don't think there's much else. One of the brilliant ways to get to know our books is to read them. Our young adult fiction is brilliant. So definitely kind of pick those up and order them in. When you get your free books, when you put your orders in and you get the horse books on top, add some young adult fiction, because they are absolutely brilliant. And a lot of them are read by adults, not just young adults. So I think you can talk about a book with so much more confidence and passion, I think, if you read it yourself and enjoyed it. And I love our fact books too. I think our facts books are really, really good. I've learned so many random facts from them. So just read them yourself, have a look through, and you'll just feel so much more confident when talking about them to others. And very finally, head office do regular Zooms every couple of weeks. Every other one that they do, it's Lucy that runs them from head office for all partners, so everybody can go. Every other one is a product knowledge one usually. So she gets us one publishing staff involved sometimes in the Zoom. She gets authors coming along. So they're really good, and she knows the books inside out, so she can really help you get to know the books. So I better go because I've gone over my time, but I hope you're enjoying the event tonight. And don't panic, don't think, oh my God, I've got to get to know all these books straight away, because you probably never will. So just basically find out what you can, but there's always somebody to ask. And enjoy. It's the best bit of the job, sitting and looking through the catalogue and looking through the books. So enjoy it. Okay, see you soon. Bye.